Hey guys, today's reading is Small Unit Action in Vietnam, summer 1966. And this is by Francis West Jr. It's about Marine infantry in Vietnam in the summer of 1966. Great book. And we're going to be reading about what an infantry squad, a Marine infantry squad and platoon carried as far as gear and weapons and armaments, right, during the summer of 1966 in Vietnam. So here we go. So the Marines wore helmets and flak vests, pretty standard. Each rifleman carried 150 rounds of ammunition and 2 or more hand grenades. The men of the 2 machine gun crews were draped with belts of linked cartridges totaling 1,200 rounds. And if you've never carried 1,200 rounds in your rucksack before, it's really heavy, especially when you're like jumping out of planes and stuff. The 2 3.5-inch rocket launcher teams carried 5 high explosive rounds, HE, and 5 white phosphorus Willie Pete rounds. Okay, so that was old school, 3.5-inch, the old bazookas, right? So 4 grenadiers carried 28 40mm shells apiece for their M79 grenade launchers. Gotta remember, this is back in 66, man. A lot of this stuff was actually, like the M79s and stuff were still pretty new. Sergeant Cunningham had given 6 M72 Laws rockets, probably Gen 1, first iteration that didn't work so well, to some of the riflemen to provide additional area target capability, right? So artillery and mortars were always on call, so they had fire support available from their local units. The 2nd platoon would range within 1,000 yards of Sergeant Cunningham's men at all times. So this is basically a squad going out of a platoon, forward operating base or patrol base, and they had mortars with them, and they had the ability to relay radio back to their fire support base so they could get artillery, right? And Cunningham believed that the platoon would only draw harassing fire. Captain Hart never allowed his men to patrol without ensuring that they had the heaviest of firepower available. So there you go. So there's Small Unit Action in Vietnam. It's a great book. This is the last copy that I have of this particular book. And I have it available on my eBay page with dozens of other all kind of topics, all kind of books. In addition to IFAKs, gunshot wound first aid kits, and outdoor emergency survival kits. I sell a lot of books, and they range in all different type of topics, but there's a lot of military in there. So go check it out, Eric D61 on eBay. And you can use the link, the attached link, and go check it out if you like to do some reading about the old school days. This is some OG stuff, and a really good book. I highly recommend it. Go check it out. You guys take care.